Modern women are losing their minds because men are choosing peace and solitude over an entitled woman with emotional damage. We've got a good one for you here today from Man Reacts titled Men Are Picking Singleness Over Dating Western Women in 2025. What an absolute surprise, by the way. Let's jump into it.
Why are women involved with men who are in relationships? Either they're married or they're in a serious relationship. What is going on? Is there a shortage of men? Because the last time I checked, there are 43.8 million men in the world as compared to women. So why are women cheating with someone's husband, someone's boyfriend, breaking up families, affecting people?
That's because the vast majority of women have determined that 98% of men are not good enough, so they would rather share the top 2% of men with each other, and instead of finding a good man for themselves, they will just do that until they're like 35, 40.
Can we talk about what it's like going from being in a relationship to being single? Because what in the actual ghetto is happening? Where did the men go? Someone tell me where the men went. Like, put me on. Did I miss something? Did I not get the freaking memo? I'm genuinely concerned for, like, our generation. Like, this is so pathetic.
She's acting like the men are somehow hiding in secret clubs away from them, but the truth is, men aren't hiding. Most men just stopped caring, especially after having to endure relentless taunts and insults from women like this for the last few decades.
Okay, this is another question for men. I was in Trader Joe's the other day, and there was a man in there, so cute. We probably smiled at each other 4 different times throughout the store. And I am a Southern girl, and I don't approach men first, but I will smile and whatever. But this man was not saying anything to me. He even got in line behind me and was smiling, and I was just like, I don't know what else to do here.
All she had to do was say hello. That's literally it. But in her words, being raised in the South means that women are never taught to say hello to a man that they find attractive. Either that, or she's just incredibly entitled and thinks that men need to do all of the work.
And I think women have made it so increasingly difficult and uncomfortable for men to approach us in public spaces that good men won't even say something, even when I've made it very clear, like, hey, I'm smiling at you all over the store. Like, I think you are attractive and I would like to talk to you. Like, they won't do it. So, like, what should I say to a man like that I have smiled at 4 times, but I don't know where to take it any further? Because, like, I'm willing to try anything, y'all, okay? Help me out. Help a sister out.
Even if men gave her a list of incredibly reasonable things that she can say to a guy, she will shoot them all down and blame men for not helping her out in the right way.
So I had a man today ask me if I was ready for a serious relationship.
Okay.
So to answer that, my aunt suggested this. To start to say, yeah, I'm serious. I'm serious for somebody to take care of my mortgage. I'm serious for someone to take me on vacation. I'm serious about meeting someone that wants to pay a car note and my insurance, that wants to pay my phone bill, my electricity, my internet, that wants to...
There was more to this shenanigans, but I decided to go ahead and cut it off because it's just pure foolishness.
She's trying to make it seem like she's put in a lot of time, effort, and work to grow as a person and finally be ready to admit that she wants a man to pay all of her bills and provide her with a luxurious lifestyle. That's just too stunning and brave for most men to handle, I would say.
Cancel men who cancel dates 2025. Because think about it, how many times have you actually canceled on a friend when you guys made plans? Like, I feel like that's pretty rare unless I like had a really like shitty bad day or like I'm like extremely tired. But like 9 times out of 10, I'm not canceling plans. So why is this man who barely knows you, who's trying to make a good first impression on you, canceling plans? Cancel that man.
You can't cancel a man who's already canceled you. He's made it clear that he's not interested or that he found someone better. He has closed the door and took the last word for himself, and modern women hate that men have that kind of power.
I'm back with another question. Why aren't men masculine anymore? Men don't want to take out the trash, pay bills. Men don't want to take women out on dates, buy flowers. They don't want to do nothing. Open doors. Like, y'all not doing nothing. Y'all are very feminine. Men in today's society, especially, I'm 31, so men that are in their 30s, late 20s, are mad feminine. Like, oh, women should pay for a date. Yeah, after fucking, not the first date. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
These women cannot get a man to save their lives, so they turn around and record themselves openly mocking and insulting men as if that's supposed to motivate us to want to do better. It is rather motivating, though. It motivates us to stay away from women like that.
So, why does dating feel almost impossible for men in 2025?
Dating feels almost impossible for a lot of men in 2025 because, you look at the average guy. The average guy isn't getting matches on dating apps. He's not getting stopped or, getting a lot of affection from women in his daily life. He probably doesn't have a whole lot of friends. And so he's online and he's seeing all of these gorgeous women, some of whom aren't even real with AI now. There's a lot of AI girls out there, edited photos and stuff like that. And they're just suffering this constant barrage of them feeling inadequate.
That's spoken like a true simp. Dating apps didn't make men feel inadequate. Dating apps just showed modern women's true colors and that they are not worth the time, energy, or money it would take to get to know them. Men have explained this to death and they still refuse to listen.
By what their life experience is teaching them versus what they're seeing online, which is like a lot of, attractive women or couples or stuff like that. So they just kind of feel beaten down by it, and it really does suck being the average guy who isn't taking control of their life in today's day and age. There's absolutely no sympathy for them. But the good news is that if you do choose to rise above this and do choose to actually start bettering yourself and start doing the things that is going to give you a result with women, then it can be possible to be successful. And the bar is pretty low because most guys don't try. Most guys just, wallow in self-pity, and they take themselves out of the dating market because they think that it's not worth it for them. But in reality, I don't care who I'm talking to. If you're watching this, you absolutely can change your circumstance.
If a man is going to put in the work to level himself up, he's not going to do it to try and impress women who were ignoring him in the past. He's going to do it for himself because that's the only reason that actually matters.
In this generation, men want the maximum benefit from women while giving the minimal effort, and then have the nerve to complain that a woman won't submit. You're not doing anything, honey. You're not doing anything, sweetie, for me to submit. Because the truth of the matter is, women, we love to submit to a man who is applying that pressure and doing what he's supposed to do. For example, y'all, my last serious relationship with somebody, when I say this man was on it, when I say he lived 2.5 hours away from me, do you know that he drove up to see me in LA twice a week?
She's bragging about a simp ex-boyfriend who used to drive 12 hours a week just to see a woman who was clearly not into him. This just proves that putting that ridiculous amount of effort is completely pointless.
Made sure that he had dinner reservations planned, okay? Made sure when he came to my place, he never came to my place empty-handed. Baby was bringing basically groceries over to my house, okay? Paying for everything, treating me like a princess, a queen, getting acquainted with my family, making sure that he knew my family.
If this guy was truly wonderful and set the bar for how men should be treating her, then there is no reason why he should be an ex-boyfriend. She's not looking for a relationship, she's looking for a rich simp to provide for her while expecting nothing in return.
Bitch, this is exactly what is wrong with Australian men, okay? Listen to me, hear me out. I'm at the gym, okay? I'm at the gym, and I see this fine homeboy, okay? I spot him, he spots me. So then what happens? He's staring at me. I'm staring at him. He's staring at me. I'm staring at him. Who makes a move? Absolutely nobody. Do you want to know why? Because I'm not fucking doing it, bro. I'm not approaching you, okay? You're the man. You should approach me, motherfucker. But do they? No. Because Australian boys have no initiative. They've got no fucking initiative. They've got no balls. No werewolves. No motherfucking werewolves.
She has no idea that her loud voice, terrible attitude, and the fact that half of her vocabulary consists of obscenities are what's actually keeping her single. Men see this behavior and know to avoid her like the plague.
If I was at an American gym, I'm telling you now, and the man would have approached me. Do you know what I mean? So now you didn't shoot your shot. Now you done fucked up. I don't normally go to gym at that time, so I will never see you again. And whatever. It obviously wasn't meant to be, but I'm just saying. It's a clear fucking example of why we just skr on the Australian boys.
American gyms are exactly the same because men all over the world were told to never approach women at the gym. Men listened because the punishment for not listening was far too severe, but it's awfully convenient how they keep leaving that part out of their complaints, isn't it?
Can I just say something? What has happened to masculine men? I feel like nowadays men are so feminine. They are so passive. They are so overly emotional. They want to be chased. They want to be pursued. Like, what has happened to masculinity? And it's now pushing women to become more masculine because they're seeing how emotional the men are. And they're like, well, this guy's not going to be able to protect me. This guy's not going to be able to lead. This guy's not going to be able to problem solve.
Women were encouraged to become extremely masculine. They bragged about it for years, but now they turn around and shame men for not approaching when men don't actually like masculine women. What a surprise.
Women are attracted to strength. They are attracted to disciplined masculine men who have high levels of self-respect. So many of these men have just turned into little bitches. Like, they want to be chased, they want to be pursued. They're still resting and sitting in their feminine energy, and they're wondering why their testosterone levels are low, why they have problems with women, and that's why you're not masculine.
Testosterone levels are down thanks to an obscene amount of genetic and environmental factors. It has nothing to do with a lot of modern women being as unpleasant and rude as they are these days. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.